Assalamualaikum guys. Introduce us from group 5. We have member 3 people. I am Agnes and two of my friends are Delin Anissa and Ahmad Aryadi. We will present the results of our discussion regarding the lab report under the title Stoichiometry. Lab report Stoichiometry. First, I will explain the purpose of psychometry experiments. Which one is the purpose? The objective contains the procedures carried out to support, deny, or validate the hypothesis. The purpose of the stoichiometric experiment is 1. Determine the coefficient number of sodium hydroxides with copper 2 sulfates. 2. Determine the weights of the band resulting from the reaction of NaOH with CuSO4. 3. Identify the formulas and laws that apply to the stoichiometric experiment. 4. Understanding chemical chains as clues to the occurrence of a reaction. And finally, identify changes in physical properties in a chemical reaction. Okay, next is the basic theory of stoichiometric experiments, which is a theory is a group of related ideas that are meant to explain something. The theory provides a framework for explaining observation. Basic theory. Stoichiometric is the science that calculates quantitative relationships from reactants and products in chemical reaction. Alfian, 2009, 1. Winarni et al. 2013, 44 clarifies which states that material stoichiometrics is the study of deep quantitative relationships with chemical reaction. Broader meaning explains that stoichiometry is studied quantitative aspects of formulas and chemical reaction. It is obtained through measurement of mass, volume, number, and so on related to atoms, ions, or chemical formulas and their interrelation in a chemical reaction mechanism. Karnawati, 2015, 18. The basic principles of this experiment is Proust's law. Every reaction, a substance that reacts with a certain number of other substances is always constant. The mole ratio of the elements in the reaction always corresponds to the coefficient in the reaction equation itself. So it's possible the coefficient of a reaction equation can be used to calculate the ratio of the number of moles of each element involved in the reaction. A chemical reaction is a reaction between chemical compounds or chemical elements that involves a change in the structure of the molecule, which is generally associated with the formation and breaking of chemical bonds. In chemical reaction, there is a chemistry bonding process into which The initial substance reacts to produce results or products. Carrying out the process can either trigger energy or endothermic reaction or release energy or exothermic reaction. Raif, 2010. The basic laws of chemistry contain standardized laboratory scale scientific methods. The basic law of chemistry includes Lavoisier law is known as the law of conservation of mass. Lavoisier law statement is as follows: the total mass of the substance before a reaction is equal to the total mass of the substance after reacting. Boyle's law. Boyle's Boyle discovered that air can be utilized and can expand when had finally he had been discovered a law that's become known as Boyle's law. If the temperature is constant, the volume of gas in an enclosed space is inversely proportional to its pressure. P1 V1 equal P2 V2. In chemistry, the law of constant proportions the law of Proust are taken from the chemist's name is Joseph Proust. Is a law that states that a chemical compound consists of elements with the same mass ratio always. In other words, a sample of a compound has fixed elemental compositions. This represents that the volume of any real gas is very small compared to the volume it occupies. If this assumption is correct, the volume of the gas is proportional to the number of gas molecules in space. Thus, the relative mass, the molecular mass or atomic mass of the gas, is obtained in a chemical reaction. The gas is measured at 2 and 7, whose volume is directly proportional to the reaction coefficient or mole in is directly proportional to an integer and simple number. Avogadro's law states that gases that have the same volume at the same temperature and pressure have the same number of particles, meaning that the number of molecules or atoms in a gas volume doesn't depend on the size or mass of the gas molecule.
Materials and apparatus are needed in this practicum are funnel, 4 beakers, each beaker measures 100 ml, 2 graduated cylinders, each graduated cylinder measures 50 ml, wash bottle, glass stirring rod, filter paper, aqua desk, 100 ml of 0.5 molar sodium hydroxide, and 100 ml of 0.5 molar copper sulfate. This is practicum procedures. First, prepare 2 beakers, each filled with 10 ml and 20 ml of sodium hydroxide. Next, prepare 2 more beaker glasses, each filled with 40 ml and 30 ml of copper sulfate. Pour the copper sulfate solution slowly into the sodium hydroxide solution until a precipitate occurs, and allow a few moments until all the sediment drops to the bottom of the beaker. Next, filter the sediment using filter paper that has known its weight, then wash it with distilled water and dry it. Weigh and record the weight of the sediment obtained. Conduct an experiment based on this following table. Make a graph that shows the moles of sodium hydroxide on the x-axis and sediment weight on the y-axis. And last, the intersections points to the left and right of the graphic, showing the mole ratio of sodium hydroxide to copper sulfate. And this is observational data on the spectricum. If 10 milli of 0.5 molar sodium hydroxide added with 40 milli of 0.5 molar copper sulfate, the results are mass of filter paper is 0.54 grams, mass of sediment is 0.46 grams, the color of the filtrate is light blue, the color of sediment is turquoise, moles of sodium hydroxide is 0.005 moles, and moles of copper sulfate is 0.02 moles. If 20 milli of 0.5 molar sodium hydroxide added with 30 milli of 0.5 molar copper sulfate, the results are mass of filter paper is 0.60 grams, mass of sediment is 1.26 grams, the color of the filtrate is temporarily blue, the color of sediment is turquoise is a bit dark, moles of sodium hydroxide is 0.01 moles, and moles of copper sulfate is 0.015 moles. Next, if 30 milli of 0.5 molar sodium hydroxide added with 20 milli of 0.5 molar copper sulfate, the results are mass of filter paper is 0.64 grams, mass of sediment is 0.38 grams, the color of the filtrate is colorless, the color of sediment is blackish brown, moles of sodium hydroxide is 0.015 moles, and moles of copper sulfate is 0.01 moles. If 40 milli of 0.5 molar sodium hydroxide added with 10 milli of 0.5 molar copper sulfate, the results are mass of filter paper is 0.50 grams, mass of sediment is 0.25 grams, the color of the filtrate is colorless, the color of sediment is black, moles of sodium hydroxide is 0.02 moles, and moles of copper sulfate is 0.005 moles. And the reaction equation of the experiment is 2 sodium hydroxide aqueous added with copper sulfate aqueous, right arrow, copper 2 hydroxide solid plus sodium sulfate aqueous.
The analysis. In stoichiometry, this experiment used sodium hydroxide solution and copper sulfate solution and conducted as many as 4 experiments with a steady variety of volume and concentration. Experiment 1, the first attempt used 10 milli of sodium hydroxide 0.5 m solution with 40 milli of copper sulfate 0.5 m solution. When the two tinctures were diluted to produce dark green and Tosca green fluids and his transparent blue, the resulting sediment is then drained and weighed by 0.46 gram. Experiment 2. The second trial used 20 milli of sodium hydroxide 0.5 m solution with 30 milli of copper sulfate 0.5 m solution. When the two tinctures were diluted to produce blue and Tosca green fluids and his transparent blue, the resulting sediment is then drained and weighed with a yield of 1.26 gram. Experiment 3. The third trial used 30 milli of sodium hydroxide 0.5 m solution with 20 milli of copper sulfate 0.5 m solution. When the two tinctures were diluted, producing dark blue and dark chocolate deposits, and his filtration was colorless. The resulting sediment is then drained and weighed by 0.38 gram. Experiment 4. The fourth trial used an 40 milli sodium hydroxide 0.5 m solution with 10 milli of copper sulfate 0.5 m solution. When the two tinctures were diluted to produce dark green and black slugs, and his filtration was colorless, the resulting sediment is then drained and weighed at 0.25 gram. Conclusion: the more sodium hydroxide volume used on the reaction between sodium hydroxide and copper sulfate, the darker the solute's color, and the poorer the color is of his filtration. Then, the more volume sodium hydroxide used in the reaction between sodium hydroxide and copper sulfate, the resulting sediment in will be even more. Next, the more sodium hydroxide produced, the more colorless the filtration because the volume of sodium hydroxide is over. Next, if the filtration is blue, that is meaning there are contained copper sulfate. If the filtration is colorless, it means that copper sulfate has reacted perfectly. And then if it is oxidized, a blackish color will appear in the sediment because the precipitate react with oxygen. This is the reference we use for the practical report. Thank you for listening to our presentation. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.